if you're looking for a really complicated thing to get into and you don't like novels, like you could read this. That could be fun.
Don't miss this week's On the Media from WNYC.
Join us for On the Media, Saturday mornings at 7 on KSJE Farmington. San Juan Regional Medical Center is your community hospital, committed to making life better for the communities we are privileged to serve. In fact, better is our mission, improving lives through personalized health and care. What matters most to our patients matters most to us, offering a comprehensive range of inpatient, outpatient, and emergency care services so you can get the quality care you need right here at home. San Juan Regional Medical Center, celebrating life better here since 1910. Good morning, everybody. I'm Scott Michlin. It is Friday morning, time for our That's Interesting program, and guess what? Megan Cullup is not here today. She had a previous engagement, and so we have deputized the other Scott who is here at KSJE, and that is none other than Scott Duran, who is another employee here at the radio station. Scott, good morning.
Well, good morning, Scott.
Good to see you. Talking to yourself.
I know.
Good.
What else is new?
It's good to have you here, sir. And
Thank you.
when you're not actually working on the programming and other things for the radio station, and so bring you on board to
hiding
host
in my
the show.
Little corner over there, you know.
I know you kind of do sometimes. But.
Yeah. Well, again, I'm afraid to be pulled on camera in front of everybody.
But not today, apparently, because here you are.
Well, you wouldn't let me in my office.
I would not. That's true, because I really needed you here to help out. So I appreciate you coming in.
Oh, yeah, no problem. I really like actually doing this. It's been a lot of fun. The first time that I got to do last, about a month ago?
Yeah, probably about a month ago. Last time Megan ditched us. Yeah, but that's okay. So, because you did a good job. So we're having you back.
I'm glad that I get to do it again.
Yeah, exactly. And so with that being said, we want to remind folks of the phone number to call and join us, because this is the show where people can call in and share what's interesting in their world. So the phone lines are open, everybody, right now. If you want to call us, it's 505-566-3909, 505-566-3909. That's 390.9 if you think of it that way.
There you go.
That's how I remember it, right?
Wow, that's a very smooth way to remember.
Yeah, and you can call us up and get on the air and talk about whatever you want to talk about this morning, because that's the name of the show.
Exactly.
That's interesting. I do want to give a little bit of a shout out. I was on another radio station earlier this morning.
That is right.
I was invited onto Scorp Radio at Farmington High School. They invited me on to talk a little bit about KSJE and what I do and how old I am, apparently, and some of that stuff. So, that was
25,
kind of fun.
right?
Yeah, sure. Right, 25. But that was kind of fun to see how they do things over there. They got a beautiful studio, lots of green.
I mean, it's Farmington, man.
Lots of green.
They gotta support their own colors,
so much
right?
green, yes. But they do a great job over there. They have a great program. Kudos to Johnny Curry. They've won tons of awards from the Mexico Broadcast Association, from all the stuff that they've done. Really cool to see the kids, the students, the young people, the adults of tomorrow, learning about broadcasting, learning about communication, and through the program they have over there. So,
well, that's awesome.
Fun to be a guest over there.
I bet it was pretty awesome to have a professional like yourself on the
I don't know.
too.
They were very polite. I don't know what they're saying now, but they were very polite when I was there. So that was cool. I think it was the whole respect your elders kind of a thing. Because I think they felt I was going to break a hip or something. I don't know.
Oh, Lord. That's...
I know. Well, I'm just a little older than they are. That's all I'm saying.
Not by much.
Yeah.
I mean,
okay.
25. Remember, 25.
Sure. Okay. Whatever you say.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was great to be invited over there, and as I said, it was a fun time. And but got over here to do this show, and here we are.
Man, you were everywhere this morning.
I was a little bit. Yeah, you were a little nervous, right?
You
weren't sure I was going to be here on time.
Yeah, I thought I was going to have to do this all by myself. And
yeah,
was.
You could have, but that's okay. Not a problem.
I mean, I never had such anxiety before.
No,
it was fine. It was really fine.
It's okay. It's all right. So anyway, what do we want to talk about? They asked me about the World Cup, if you can imagine that. And so I want to hear about zero to say about soccer and World Cup. But yeah.
I mean,
but that's a thing that's happening.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's
You
it
following
was really
it?
big. I've tried to follow it.
Okay.
I mean, there's so many other sports to watch and to keep up with that eventually it just kind of gets all jumbled in my own head.
Right.
But I've been trying to. I mean, but it was really big for everybody around the world this year. Like usually it is, but it was even more so.
Well, and coming out of COVID, it's exciting to see it, and so there's a bit of controversy about where it's being played, but it's still a celebration of soccer, and soccer's not such a big deal in the United States.
No,
it's gaining popularity, but certainly in other countries, it's a big deal.
Yeah,
and so I can certainly appreciate that.
Right.
And so it's been kind of fun to watch, and there's been some upsets, which is always fun in sporting world, right? To see.
Yeah, when you see the
teams
underdogs.
are expected to win, don't win, and then all of a sudden the underdog is on top for a bit. So that's kind of cool.
The whole was it Rocky Balboa?
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
They played soccer.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Right.
But no, it was cool to see because again, like you said, it's not popular here in America as much. But I think what was it? The American team hadn't been there for I don't know how many X years or something like that, and this was like the first time we came back.
Maybe
something like that.
Yeah, getting into it, sure. And then beat Iran, I think, in an upset. I think folks were surprised that maybe that happened.
Yeah.
So that was kind of cool. I think we're out of it now.
Yeah, I think we lost.
Yeah.
So. But I mean, we were there for a while, and
we were in it for a while. So yeah, there you go. But anyway, so kind of cool.
Heck yeah, I thought it was very cool.
Yeah. So what's interesting for you this week?
I mean, we got a lot of stuff done here at KSJE. I mean, we just did not too long ago. What was it? The Luminarias on KSJE on the road. That was pretty fun. I got to play cameraman.
We sent you out.
Yeah,
you and Megan out in the field. We did live streaming of the Luminaria display Saturday night here at San Juan College. That first time ever. That was new and fun, and able to do some kind of new things. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of fun to do it. I said we're gonna do a lot more coming up, but it was just fun to try and be a camera guy.
Right.
And I'm glad that I got to use a more smaller equipment than having to lug a big actual camera around. So that was very nice, and thank you for that, boss.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Exactly.
I was scared when you said be a camera guy. I was like, oh man.
Yeah, that stuff's heavy, but no, not anymore.
But,
and then we had you in the middle of Main Street for the parade.
God, that was true.
A week ago yesterday.
Mainstream.
You helped with the parade coverage too.
Yes.
And we sent you out in the median of Main Street to get some footage of the floats and entries coming by.
Yeah, everybody was wondering what I was doing.
Right. Who are you? Why are you there with a phone shooting us?
Why did you keep looking at the booth at Scott Michlin? It's kind of weird.
Right. Perfect.
Am I doing a good job? Kept doing this. I was like, are we good? Am I doing good?
Right.
I was like, you're fine.
We had some connection problems that night, but it was all right. It worked out. So
I just wanted the shots to be good, But I got an interesting fact for you.
What do you got?
Because I told you a bunch of interesting facts last time.
Yes, you did.
So one of them was, and I'm sorry to do this to everybody, the whole saying about American.
No, you're not.
I am.
No,
because you know what? I love.
It doesn't sound
sincere. This treat, this pastry, or whatever you want to call it.
Okay, so what?
Dessert. So the saying as American pie or whatever that is.
As American as apple pie.
Apple pie. There you go.
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Is not true.
Why do you have to ruin this for everyone?
I am so sorry. But I found out not too long ago that apples are not native to the West Coast. They're actually native to Asia. And then throughout the trades and stuff like that, it started spreading throughout to the West.
Right.
And that the first recipe for apple pie was created in England.
No.
Yes.
Come on.
The regulars.
No.
Yes. So yeah, that was the whole thing. I was heartbroken.
That's our thing.
I know.
There's a whole
hot
saying
dogs,
about
cheeseburgers,
apple pie.
Yeah, I mean we still got deep fried.
Yeah, we do have that. We do that pretty well.
I mean, we'll deep fry anything here.
That is true.
So we got that for us.
Very true, but interesting. But I think now is apple pie as popular in England as it is over here?
I believe it is actually. When I was looking it up, they still have a bunch of different variety of pies themselves, but it's still pretty popular.
Because they make pies out of weird things in England.
Oh yeah, even what's that?
Mincemeat pie. Yeah. So I don't know.
It's not that. Sorry, blood pudding is not.
No, that's different.
Yeah, it's Scotland, isn't it, or something like that?
I think so.
Or something like that.
Yeah, haggis isn't pie, but yeah.
Well,
I hear you.
I mean, they also have, the sausage rolls or whatever?
Yeah.
Sausage rolls. I've wanted to try one forever, and I don't know what it is. It looks like a pastry, but I guess it's not. So, what do I know?
Now, where is this information coming from? Because you're really telling us this American thing is not really American. So, where are you getting this information from?
So on that one, I believe when I looked it up, that was some from the BBC's kind of website on interesting facts that they had when I was looking it up, or CNN. I can't remember which one, because there was two of them that I ended up
those are two pretty legit websites, so I can't really poke holes in that. Right.
Proper for you.
Okay.
And I don't know why it popped up. I was trying so hard to find something that's interesting and stuff like that and proof for it.
Yeah.
That I somehow ended up there. And I was like, you know what? Where I could probably find this information is probably BBC and stuff like that, because that's very where we do stuff. I mean, we have BBC for our own users.
We do. That's right. Every hour. So that's very true. Well, so that's just disappointing that
it's heartbreaking.
But I think apple pie has become such a big, part of American life that we've kind of adopted it. I mean, we do some other things too. So I think it's okay.
Oh yeah,
we can still use the saying.
Oh yeah, it's very American. It's just like I said, when you look at it, you're like, oh well, maybe.
Yeah. Well, there's a whole story about Johnny Appleseed, of course, who planted apples and apple trees all over the place, and so obviously that's what kind of helped get apples established here in North America.
That's true. The good old Johnny Appleseed. I kind of forgot about that story for a second.
Right.
But you're right.
See. So there you go. Right.
Well,
that is interesting. Well, that is interesting. So, thanks for bringing that in.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing.
No problem. What about you?
Appreciate it very, very much. Well, I want to remind people to call in because we are on the air, and this show works with guests who call in, callers who call. Let us know what's going on in your world too, or we'll keep talking about apple pie, and it's fine. 505-566-3909. That's the phone number to call everybody. 505-566-3909. You can give us a call and chat, say hello. And talk about if you have a favorite pie. Maybe you have a favorite pie at this time of year, right?
I would love to hear about favorite pies.
Yeah, apple is just one of many favorite pies this time of year. And so check it out and let us know, what your favorite pie is. Call us up and share. Let's see. I had a couple things in mind that I wanted to share this morning, and I'm trying to remember what they were. And, of course, they escaped me because I didn't write them down.
It happens all the time for me, too.
But, but it's been a busy, as you mentioned, a busy year, week. Last week, I think, is the week that Farmington just crams all of its holiday events into 1 week.
Yes.
And so that was fun but exhausting.
Oh, yeah. It was a little nerve-wracking because, like you said, it's just one on top of the other. So.
Right. But now we're done in Farmington, and the other communities kind of pick up the mantle a little bit and do some holiday events. I know Aztec has some things planned.
Yes.
I think Bloomfield had their parade earlier in the week, this week. And so that's kind of cool to see. But I know that there were a lot of folks out at the Festival of Trees last week in Farmington. And kudos to Presbyterian Medical Services for putting on another great Festival of Trees. You helped with our tree.
I was about to say that. Congratulations on our tree.
Right. We had a nice tree.
It was awesome.
And our own designer, Paulette Stanley, we have to give her definite credit for not only thinking up the idea for the tree, but she actually built many of the ornaments and some of the presents that were under the tree.
She's amazing in that sense.
That was, I think, her Thanksgiving break was with a glue gun and fabric.
Thank you so much, Paulette. Sorry if we took a lot of your Thanksgiving, but we very much appreciate it because that tree came out amazing.
It did. I've heard a lot of comments about it from folks who were sorry they didn't win it at the end of the Festival of Trees. But our tree was a tribute to the Connie Mack World Series. Mm-hmm. And so if you didn't see it, sorry that you missed it, but it came complete with packages of Fritos and cans of Pepsi for Frito pies and Pepsi from the park, of course, hot dog ornaments, pictures from last year's World Series, of course, and then a bunch of great prizes from the homemade shelf made with actual Connie Mack baseballs.
Yes. To
some of the Connie Mack swag that we had purchased during the World Series last year, to 3 seats at the 2023 Connie Mack World Series.
No, you guys kind of went all out on this one. It was very nice.
It was very nice. And I think it got a lot of tickets, which is a good thing.
Heck yeah.
Because that's a fundraiser.
I really want to emphasize and mention this, too, because when you said it earlier, you kind of glossed over it. When Scott said there was Fritos.
Yeah.
And then Pepsi. There was real actual bags of Fritos and real cans of Pepsi
hanging from the tree.
Yeah, hanging from the tree. And that was cool. I did not know that until the day we started decorating it.
I didn't
It was pretty cool.
Exactly. and it was all we could do when we were decorating it to stop from pulling a can of Pepsi off the tree and having a little break, but we would have gotten in trouble for that. We would have. Paulette was you cannot eat the decorations. Do not do that.
For a second there, when she pulled out the hot dogs, I was like, oh, please tell me they're real too.
Yeah,
that would just been weird, but you know.
Yeah, they wouldn't keep quite as well on the tree, but it was fun, and then that was just one of a number of different trees, of course, at the Festival of Trees, and lots of different designs and themes. San Juan College, we had a what was it, Super Mario Brothers theme, I think, right?
That was pretty cool
from the college, and so that one looked really nice, and well, they all looked
all
nice.
Really nice, and I really did like the Super Mario one because it had like the tree itself was the pipe, I guess, that he jumps
green
in and
pipes,
out of.
yeah, right.
Which I thought was pretty cool. That was a very cool, unique idea instead of just being like a regular tree with Mario decorations.
Right.
The actual pipes.
Yeah.
There was a Darth Vader one, and you know, I love Star Wars.
I do know that. It was all black. And
it was amazing. I was going to just take it home, you know, give them
they
money.
Wouldn't let you out the door. Yeah.
Not just steal it.
Yeah, good.
Give them money and then take it home.
Doesn't work that way, though.
I know.
You got to buy the tickets. But anyway, the festival, another great event. Mm-hmm. Great to see it back. It was fun having it downtown, of course, but always fun to see it with all the trees in one room at the Civic Center and all the other events that go on with the Festival of Trees. And then that takes us to, I think, the parade that we've talked about too. Chamber of Commerce. Kudos to Jamie Church and her crew. You know, all these volunteers that put these events together made it really well. And then, of course, Luminarias, talk about volunteers, right? I mean, it's an army of people that set up the Luminarias all across campus.
Yeah, no, it was, I mean, planning it, because the board and all that stuff plan it right after the last Luminaria started going.
Right.
And then, I mean, it was cool because we actually got to bring a lot of the sand trucks and all that stuff back to San Juan College for the kids and the other volunteers who come in to put the sands in the bags and then do all that stuff. A
lot of it's the elementary school kids from down the street here on College Boulevard come up and help fill some of the bags that week. And it's definitely a community effort to get this all done. And then the community comes on Sunday and picks up some of the bags and uses them for their own decorations, which is always another win-win.
Oh yeah, I mean, free bags,
free decorations, free Luminarias. I know. Awesome. Maybe you have to throw some new candles in there, but everything else is done for you.
The candles could be pretty cheap-ish. It's on the cheap. Instead of having to buy your own bags and having to put your own sand, But that's very true. It was very nice, and they did a great job of putting it up and their designs and throughout the whole thing. And it seems like it's expanding more and more throughout the campus. I feel like they're adding more sections.
I think so. One thing I'm going to call it up. I'm going to actually try to see if I can do this while we're talking. Pardon me, everybody. But it is the San Juan College High School design. Of course, which is here on campus.
Yes.
And they always take over and do a little decorating of Learning Commons Plaza, where we have graduation every May. And so you may know it as Graduation Plaza, but let me see if I can find it real quick to show you. But they had to use a drone to get a picture of the design.
Oh, that's right.
Did you see it? Have you seen it?
I did see it. I saw it not too long ago, actually.
Okay, I'm going to try to call it up here off of the Facebook page just to see if I can do it quick enough for everybody. But hold on, stand by.
But no, it was very cool to see all of the effort put into it, and look at that. That is...
Well, don't say that yet, because I haven't
showed
it to the audience yet, but you can see it. We're getting there, everybody.
Yeah, but no, it was very cool. And again, me and Megan were out there, and it was nice to see everybody walking around again.
Right.
Oh, there it is.
Here's the shot, everybody, that I wanted to share with you. So that is, it has to be from a drone, I'm assuming, or a helicopter or something in the air, high above the Learning Commons Plaza there, as the griffin, the symbol of San Juan College High School, is displayed there in Luminaria bags, some hearts, and the words, of course, and then some other tic-tac-toe board, I think, and one of the outer rings, and I'm not sure what else, but you kind of can get the idea.
That was not part of the Luminaria show. Somebody just got bored and started playing.
You think they did that? They could have. Maybe that's possible. But
just kidding. No, that was part
of it.
But
really, really cool. And something you probably wouldn't be able to appreciate from the ground, because it's kind of hard to see the scale of it.
Oh yeah,
when you're walking through.
Very true,
and so it's kind of cool to be able to see it like that. But anyway, congratulations to them, and really kind of a cool part of the show.
Yeah, and another thing that I really did like about Luminarias this year was that they put a lot of different stations throughout campus for people to take pictures. Like the hearts were everywhere, all over campus. I don't know if you got to see that fully, but they were all over. So people actually had a chance to stop and take pictures with loved ones, family, and friends and stuff like that inside the actual display. And
very cool.
Shunned upon it, but.
Well, we do have a call.
Oh, yay.
We do have a call. So let's go to the phones and see who is joining us on the program this morning. Good morning. You're on KSJE, and thank you for calling in this morning.
Good morning, Mr. Michlin. This is Tone Fetz.
Dr. Tone Fetz.
And Director Director of Instrumental Music at San Juan College. And
Yes.
you're listening to KSJE 90.9 FM.
Thank you very much, Dr. Fetz. Great to have you. This is, I think, your inaugural appearance on the show. We've tried, and we finally figured out why we couldn't get you on.
A late-night musician like me, you know.
I know, and I appreciate that, getting up early to call in. But you're a busy, busy man because you have a bunch of performances coming up, don't you?
Yes, sir. We've got two that I'd like to promote. One is tonight, actually, the San Juan College Symphonic Band. Tonight, Friday, December 9th at 7 p.m. in the Henderson Fine Arts Center Performance Hall. And it's going to feature a flute soloist named Samuel Nez, who is a student at San Juan College. He actually played in the student showcase last week. And he's going to be performing the solo part with band accompanying on Schindler's List by John Williams from the movie. And we've got 8 other songs, 7 other full band pieces, and then 2 percussion ensemble pieces. So it's kind of a combined percussion ensemble and symphonic band concert. Some great music by mostly American composers, all 20th or 21st century composers. Very energetic music, lots of passion, lots of energy. Some really beautiful music. Probably my favorite is Letter from Home by Aaron Copland, which is an orchestral piece in origination, and then it's been orchestrated for band here. And people will recognize When the Saints Go Marching In. It's a great traditional piece arranged for band by Naohiro Aiwai, who is a Japanese composer. And this is going to be just one of those real fun, blow-em-out type of pieces where we have several soloists that play sort of a ragtime solo feature, and then the full band plays and backs them up. So it's a 48-piece band right now. So it's a good-sized group, and everybody's having a good time, and we're just glad to play music and have an audience to perform for.
Very exciting. Well, congratulations. And this is kind of a end-of-semester kind of culmination, right, for all your students, isn't it?
Our fall semester concert. We tend to do probably one every semester. Summer band also performs at the museum, as you know, but we do a fall and a spring semester concert, and I try to feature at least one soloist on each performance. And so, next, Tuesday, I guess, is the last day of the semester. And then the other concert is coming up on next Friday, December 16th, so it's technically after the semester ends, but we're still on the clock.
There you go.
And that's the African Drumming Ensemble, and it's also going to feature dancers from Anne Marie's Dance Academy. So we're actually going to have live dancing along with the drumming, and that one's going to be Friday, December 16th at 7 p.m. in the Connie Gotch Theater. And we play basically a lot of West African drumming dance music and a lot of fun stuff from Mali, Sierra Leone, Guinea mostly. And it's high energy, it's fun, everybody enjoys it. And it's not as melodic, obviously, as the band, but it's very just innately, rhythmically driven, and obviously a lot of fun to dance to. And hopefully, if you like rhythm, you'll enjoy it.
I would describe it as toe tapping. Would you agree, Dr. Fetz?
Yeah, I hope so. I think so. I like people to move to it, so it should be fun.
Nice. And that's completely different genres of music, which just shows how versatile you are in the music program here at San Juan College, if I must say.
Oh, I appreciate that. I hope so. I think so. And I think one of the strengths, or what I try to do with the musicians here, is obviously when I pick music, I want it to sound good and I want people to enjoy what they do. But I also try to stretch them in different genres and styles, so that, like the band, for example, we play several different pieces that are just completely unrelated in terms of stylistic interpretation, jazz, swing stuff, straight eighth stuff, things that are more melodic and chorale style to high energy sort of avant-garde. There's a lot of very, diverse ways of approaching composition. And I feel like our musicians, regardless if they're students or community members, I treat them all the same, and they all need to have that experience and exposure to that type of music, and I think it shows their flexibility and strength to be able to play those different kinds of styles. And hopefully it reaches a different audience. Like, you're not just a one-trick pony. You get to you get a chance to hear different styles of music, and I think there's something there for everyone. So I enjoy it because it keeps me on my toes. It makes it fresh for me, and I usually try to pick music that I like to listen to and that I would want to listen to if I was an audience member. But I also pick music that I think audiences will like and that the players enjoy, and I feel that's really important besides of just doing an academic exercise.
Well, every day after a concert that you do, Dr. Fetz, I always see on my Facebook feed tons of posts about how enjoyable the concerts are and how much fun folks had and how talented your students are and all those different things, and the community members too, of course.
Yes, thank you so much. It's so honored to have an audience to play for. I'm so grateful for all the people in the Four Corners for coming out to support us. It was hard during COVID, and I want to thank you personally for KSJE and all you guys do to support the music department.
Well, we're glad to do it, and it's all part of being part of San Juan College. And so we're glad that you called in, and this will be the first, hopefully, of many appearances by you here on the airwaves, Dr. Fetz.
My best, yeah. If you could move it up an hour, maybe I'll do better. But thank
Noted.
you so much for inviting me.
You bet. Great to talk with you, and have a Merry Christmas.
Thanks, Scott. Yeah, you too. Happy holidays, my friend.
Thank you. Thank
right.
you, Dr.
Have a good
Fetz.
day.
Dr. Tone Fetz, he, of course, is with the music department here at San Juan College, talking about some of his upcoming concerts this week and next week. So if you're looking for something to do, this is why I always tell people that they say there's never anything to do in Farmington. And I have to say, you are not trying very hard if you're complaining about that.
And here's a seemingly good plug. If you're looking for things to do,
Yeah.
you can go to a very special website called www.ksje.com where we actually post up on our website regional events that are going to be happening all over the Four Corners area.
That's true.
I mean,
that's true. And a lot of people say, well, there's a lot of events calendars. What makes yours so special, right? And so I would say, and we try to make it special because it's a regional events calendar. So if you're looking for something to do in Durango, or Farmington, or Santa Fe, or Albuquerque, or Taos, we try to include events from all those different places on our calendar as kind of a one-stop shop for folks to try to find out what's going on. A lot of places, we love the Convention and Visitors Bureau. They have a great calendar, but they're limited to Farmington, San Juan County events. Durango Chamber of Commerce, same thing. Community Concert Hall, same thing. San Juan College events, which there are plenty and lots, but we try to include all those things on our calendar. So ksje.com is where you can go and check it out and see see what there is, including these two concerts.
Yes,
that are coming up.
And man, Dr.
Fetz
is just amazing.
He is. I know.
I was sitting there listening to that whole entire list that he had going on, and I was like, holy moly.
Right. I know. And then you see him up on stage, and he's in his element. He's having a great time.
It the grin from ear to ear?
Ear to ear. That's true.
It's amazing.
Very true.
And his students are very talented.
Indeed. That's very true as well. So give us a call, everybody. If you would like to tell us about what's going on in your world, if you know of another holiday event that maybe we are not mentioning, do give us a call. You can call us up, 505-566-3909. It's That's Interesting with Scott and Megan, but this week it's Scott and Scott. And so we can't tell who has top billing because it's Scott and Scott.
Yeah.
You don't know. It might be you.
I'm pretty sure it's not, but thanks.
Come on. It might be.
No.
I bet it is. I'm going to say that it is.
Oh, well, thank you.
There you go.
I very much appreciate it.
You bet. That's true. So what you've got, of course, we've got another week here at San Juan College before the college breaks down. Closes down. Well, maybe some people are about to break down. I don't know. It's finals week.
That is true. I mean, sometimes when I look at your students when they leave, I'm like, oh, man.
I know. Yeah. It's there's a lot. There's a lot that students are asked to do at finals week. I understand. But get your work done, kids. But the college will be closing down for 2 weeks at the end of the calendar year, and so that means we will be too. But we'll still be, having some programming. Obviously, we're not going off the air because we're on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and it takes the dedication of people like the man sitting across from me, Scott Duran, to make sure that the programs are updated and ready to go, even when the college is closed.
Yeah,
you do that.
I do that.
Yeah.
Yes, I do come out here, and it's not so much of a burden as everybody thinks. I kind of like escaping here for a good little while. You know what I mean?
Right.
It kind of throws me off when we go closing for so long, as you know.
Yes.
I have taken some time off, but I'm not very fond of it. I do like being here a lot, and that's testament to Scott Michlin being a great boss. And KSJE just being a great place to work.
It doesn't make any sense at all why he would want to come to work, but okay.
But it's nice to have that moment where it's also I just like the routine,
right?
Because once you kind of go off of routine, it kind of throws me off. I'm like, I don't know what to do with myself,
right?
So somehow I just end up here,
right? But we are very, very lucky and blessed to work at San Juan College and have 2 weeks off at the end of the year. It's a nice break. And I hear what you say. I know, I'll come in maybe a day or two to make sure things are ready to go for the next week and things like that, just to update everything. But it is a nice break, and as Dr. Fetz would say, sleeping in a little bit, not too shabby.
I will like that. I will like sleeping in a little bit. But
Not having to be
for
somewhere at 8
weeks.
o'clock.
Yeah,
it's not bad.
Yeah, not bad.
But
and again, it's a holiday time, so you're going to be with your friends and family a lot of the time, so it's going to be nice.
Exactly.
And you get to go do trips and things like that,
Right.
Good stuff.
So good times. So we hope that you all will spend some quality time with your friends and family over the upcoming holiday season, of course, too, and certainly keep KSJE in mind. And you can, of course, listen to us over the air. You can listen to us online. You can listen to us on your smart speaker. All different types of ways to listen.
I know, man. Again, Scott Michlin is the one who put all that together. I mean, he's the guy.
I did not invent the internet. That was something that was done before me, but we're
Remember,
using it.
He's only 25.
We're using it.
He's only 25 years old.
We're using the internet for sure. So there you go. Well, I think we're almost out of time.
Are we really?
Yeah. How about
What the
that?
heck?
I know. Did you have anything else that you wanted to add now that you've destroyed our image of American apple pie?
I hope that's not my legacy.
I hope not either. We'll have you back.
What? Never invite Scott back.
Yeah. Right. That's okay.
That Duran kid, just keep him back in his little office.
That's all right. But I guess as you were telling me, as you dig into that, to learn about the spices and things, that those certainly weren't North American. They came from Asia and other places,
Yeah,
and so it would make sense that the dishes would come from other places too, perhaps.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to think that we're the first, but again, we were not the first real. We're not the first country in the world to be established, so it's kind of hard.
True.
But the last thing, which is a good thing,
What do you got?
is the hashtag symbol, which I was telling you earlier. The hashtag or the pound key or
Pound symbol
or the number symbol. Sometimes people say that, the number symbol.
That's right. But now it's known as hashtag.
It's actually, the real name is octothropy, and that's actually from Webster, the Webster Dictionary.
Okay. Well, that's all fake news.
Yeah, it's all fake. That dictionary, whoever thinks of that thing.
Okay.
No, but the octo is, again, for the 8 little spots or the 8 little ends that it has.
Yeah.
And then the thropy is something I couldn't figure out. I kept trying to dig it out, but I just couldn't figure out what it was. Some people think that
they didn't define it. Oh, okay.
No, some people think it's due to that it kind of reminds them, I guess, of something about like home, like a town or a village or something like that. But I'm not entirely sure.
Okay.
I couldn't quite figure out what it was saying. But yeah, that's the actual name of it.
All right.
And I was very, again, just in awe of the situation, because it's like how many times I've kept saying, "Oh, hashtag." It's a hashtag, which is not even the right thing. It's a pound symbol. It's the younger generation named it hashtag,
right?
Because they throw it on all over their social media.
Well, sure, that's a recent development, but of course it was used as a pound sign and a number sign and things along that line. But now it was with social media, it now has become known as the hashtag sign. So that's interesting. But okay,
see,
well, thanks for that.
You're welcome.
Who knew? Trying to find a quick little definition, but it's going to take a little longer to go through some of this stuff. But that's kind of cool.
It was, yeah.
But there you go. You can hashtag KSJE, everyone, if you like to.
There you go.
And we'll find out about
hashtag Scott Michlin.
That too. Yeah, I'm sure people do that.
Yeah.
Not. All right. Well, Scott, thanks for coming in. Thanks for filling in for Megan.
Well, you're welcome, Scott.
We will we will yell at her for taking the week off, but it's all right. It's great to have you here too.
Well, thank you. I like being invited.
Yeah.
Like I said, this has been pretty fun to be on. That's interesting.
Well, good.
I'll find more interesting facts if you keep bringing me back.
We will keep bringing them. Well, then we will keep bringing you back. How's
right.
that? Maybe we'll bring you back with Megan one week.
Oh Lord! And you got all 3 of us.
3 of you. How about that?
Dear Lord!
You may find yourself back here. See?
Oh wow! So I better start looking up.
You better start looking up some more stuff
as I get off.
Open up that Webster's dictionary.
Yeah.
There you go.
Did you know?
Exactly. That's true.
Blueberry pie. No,
all right. That's true. Well, all right, everyone. We are out of time this week for another edition of That's Interesting with Scott and Megan, with Scott and Scott this week. And as we always say, don't forget, Megan Cullip is on the air tomorrow with her program, Radio Free Saturday Morning from 9 to 11 a.m., followed by World Beat at 11 a.m. with guess who?
Oh, that's me.
Yeah,
Scott Duran.
That's your show. Exactly. You have a show too. So what's up for tomorrow's show? Do you know? Have you thought about it? Have you put it together?
Tomorrow's show, if I'm not mistaken, is going to be Japan.
Japanese music. Music from Japan.
Music, yes.
Okay.
Japanese music. So they have the whole kado drums and stuff like that.
Neat.
So there you go.
Okay. Well, and that's the whole point of that show every week is to highlight different music from around the world.
Yes, and have that whole drum pattern and stuff into it. So it's pretty cool.
There you go. Well, very good. All right. Well, Scott, again, thanks for being here.
No problem, Scott. Thank you for inviting me.
You are welcome, and we will we'll see you the next time.
Yes.
That we bring you on for That's Interesting. And audience, we will see you too. Thank you for joining us. Make a note. Call in every other week. We're going to take a little break off for the holidays, but we'll be back in January, of course.
Yeah.
505-566-3909 is the number to KSJE. And, of course, we remind you that KSJE is a community-supported radio station. We couldn't do any of this without the support of businesses and individuals throughout the entire Four Corners region. So if you would like to make an end-of-year donation to KSJE, you can do that quite easily. Just go to our website, ksje.com/support, and you'll have a lot of options. Monthly, one time, send a check, whatever you'd like to do. We would love to have your support and add your name to the growing list of folks who support KSJE year in and year out. But until next time, thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you back here on KSJE. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
KSJE and San Juan College present the Student Success Coaching Tip of the Week. Week 16, finals, finals, finals. Don't let the finals week become a nightmare of stress and anxiety. Get prepared and conquer your finals with these final steps. Start early. Create a study schedule and stick to it. Prioritize your study time. Some exams may be harder than others. Attend the review session. Ask questions about the exam and study for the style of exam. Create a study guide and make flashcards. Take breaks and stay well rested. Quiz yourself, or better, have someone else quiz you. Show up early for the test. Visit the tutoring center for additional support. The Student Success Coaching Tip of the Week, presented by KSJE and the Student Achievement Center at San Juan College. KSJE is supported by the Farmington Civic Center, presenting A Christmas Carol, Friday, December 23rd at 7:30 p.m. The true spirit of Christmas in this production, filled with haunting special effects and heartfelt sentiment. A powerful story of redemption, Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol has enchanted audiences the world over with its simple message of holiday joy. Friday, December 23rd at 7:30 p.m. at the Farmington Civic Center.